to another episode of Voyage of Purpose with me, your host, Muna Bella. As all of you guys know, nearly 90% of us throws our leftover cooking oils into the sink. Let's face it, many of us feel that it is more convenient to chug our leftover oil from yesterday's cooking into the rubbish bin or sink. But today's guest is going to make a new trend of turning our oily waste into soap. Let's go! Alright guys, right now we are with Wenxin from Vineyard. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too, Muna.
Alright, Wenxin, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Wenxin. So I'm the founder of Vineyards, where we actually give a channel for community to recycle their used cooking oil, and the used cooking oil that we collect will be repurposed into eco products such as candles, soap bar, and also cleaning powders.
Alright, so as you grow up, when do you decide that you are environmentally conscious?
I think growing up, naturally I didn't really really focus on recycling. It's just like some normal thing that my moms and my family do. They actually resegregate all the newspaper and then also the aluminium can be usually parents, they want to sell for some money. That's what I do as a kid, but I don't really relate until I was a scout during secondary school. You know, scout, we always go a lot of camping. So there's one campsite that we actually go every year, and then suddenly there's one year when I go, it suddenly becomes so dirty that what I study in the textbook suddenly becomes so real in front of me, like all this water are polluted. That's the moment where I started to pay more attention to all these environmental issues afterwards.
Can we know a bit more about your educational background?
Okay, so I actually graduated from University Putra, Malaysia with a degree in Bachelor of Environmental Science and Technology 2 years back.
So what you do now got to do with what you study as well?
Yes, a bit related.
Who inspired you? Who and what inspired you to do recycling like how you do now?
I think after that moment, suddenly all these things that I study on textbook suddenly become so real. I actually attended a few environmental conference. I also joined some beach cleaning activity where I get to meet some similar-minded people. And then after that, I actually decided to study environmental science during my uni. So our lecturer always encouraged us to come up with different kind of projects. So this is actually one of my projects during studies in uni.
So from uni, so you graduate into Vineyard right now.
So during my uni time, there's one time I realized that our lecturer asked us to come up with a project, right? Then I start to look around for ideas. Then I realized that the recycle bin for papers, aluminium and plastic is so common, but what to do with used cooking oil? Then I realized, and I went around and surveyed. I realized a lot of Malaysians, they don't know what to do with their used cooking oil. They actually dump it into the sink, the drain. Some of them, they even tell me they dump it into a toilet bowl because when they flush together, they feel, this is cleaner. Then I start to research around what can I actually do with this used cooking oil, and then I found that I actually can turn this used cooking oil into soap bar and some products. So that's how everything started.
Well, like you mentioned before, normally Malaysia, what will they do with the cooking oil is that they flush it into toilet bowls or just dump it in the sink. So what actually the effect of that actions?
So actually when you dump the oil into the toilet bowl, when the time gets longer, it actually clogs the drain and also the sink. That's why the water cannot flow, and it will somehow related to some flood issue. And other than that, if the oil flow to our riverway. It also endanger millions of marine life, like the water. It pollutes our water resources as well.
So, like you mentioned before, finally you found a way for that cooking oil to be recycled. But when did you actually think that this turning cooking oil into products can make a business?
So, actually after I graduated, initially I wanted to start my own business directly, but at the time everyone around me tell me, no, Wenxi, you need to get a job first before you can start your own business. So I actually I got a job. I worked for a few months and then I realized it's not really what I like. And then at that time, even until now, I would say environmental graduate is not easy to find a related job in Malaysia. So I couldn't really find like a job that, like being a young graduate, you always want to do something related to your study. I couldn't really find something related to my study at that time. So I thought, why not? Maybe I can try to make this project into a business.
As many other social enterprises, Wenxin faced many challenges at the beginning of her recycling journey. But that did not stop her. Instead, pushed her to pursue her passion in recycling even more.